Hi, this is Ron McTube. Today on the Hunter Classic, we're taking part in a brand new event called Classics Day. It runs from the 24th of April to the 30th of April, so you've got roughly a week. Can you believe it took us this long to get round to an event about classics? Now, what is classics? This is an old style event, so you're out for yourself again, collect classic points by harvesting male white-tailed deer, completing the missions and qualifying in competitions. Remember, you need a minimum of 700 classics to get the campaign trophy and the EMS. Now, the mission we're doing today is called Classics Day 2024. It's called Hangman. It's a different mission altogether. It runs from the 24th of April till the 30th of April. So the first of the objectives is harvest a male Sitka deer scoring more than 810. Now, you can do any of these objectives in whatever order, apart from the last one, which we'll talk about in a minute. I just want to show you this and where the Sitka deer are on White Rhine Ridge, for new players especially, because they may struggle at this. You've got to get a Sitka deer more than 80. Basically, you want to look for a certain rack, and I'll explain it in the video as I'm talking about the details. So you look at this while I just go over the details and tell you all about it. So, first of all, Classics Day 2024 Hangman mission. Yep, we're playing a game within a game, so here's how it works. The first 6 objectives contain the clues for the 7th animal you need to get. Those of you planning to spend the time on the puzzle, good luck and don't worry, it's not that hard. Those of you planning to pick their brains once they've worked it out, fair enough. We all have our skill sets. Those of you planning to ask support where the answer is, forget it. They're not going to tell you. The puzzle is created in English, but you don't need to speak it beyond knowing a few animal names to solve the puzzle. If it works in any other language, that's coincidental, and our apologies for those it doesn't work in. What? You want another hint? Alright, there are 2 clues in the objective with the animal that doesn't fit with the rest. The objectives can be done in any order. The mission will last through the event duration from the 24th of April to the 30th of April. So to shorten that down, you've got to do 6 objectives, and once you've done that, you can work out basically what you're hunting for the 7th. Is also a clue in the objectives as well. So we're after Sitka deer. Where I've just shown you in pink is where they are. I start between 9 and 11 a.m. in the morning. It's up to you when you want to hunt. I'm using a 300 and I'm also using a snakebite bow. If they're up close, some of the mission animals will use the bow, and if not, we'll use the 300 for whatever I'm shooting. Right, I've just spotted a really nice Sitka deer. I've had 3 Sitka deer males up to yet from the start, and I've had a 70, 75 and a 78, and we need an 80. Now, if you don't know about Sitka deer, you want like a diamond rack Sitka deer. And I'll show you if I get one. We're just currently watching a really nice male, but there's an Arctic fox just below me. And I don't know why he's coming towards me. I haven't called it, but there's a really nice male at the back. And I'm hoping we can get a shot on him before this fox runs. And I hope he don't spook the other Sitka deers. There's 2 males, there's some females, but one of the males looks really nice. It might do the objective. Speaking of objectives, let's go over the objectives for Hangman. You've got to harvest a male Sitka deer scoring more than 80, which is what we're doing now. You've got to harvest a male axis deer scoring more than 170. You've got to harvest a male mule deer scoring more than 150. You've got to harvest a male black-tailed deer scoring more than 135. You've got to harvest a male alpine ibex weighing more than 100 kilos. Harvest a male red deer scoring more than 200. And then you've got to harvest the answer to the puzzle, which we've just gone over. So basically, once you've got those 6 done, you can do them in any order. The 7th should be revealed, or you should be able to work it out for the puzzle, and then you've got to hunt that one to complete the Classics Day mission 2024. You'll get a trophy for that. You get a shooting tripod rest, and you get 3,000 GMS. So it's a really good event, a tricky mission. The Sitka deer will throw a few people, I think. Unless you get lucky and the first one you find is over 80, you might spend a little time doing this. But most of them are not too hard and a lot of fun to complete. Also, you got the whitetails, so you got to kill male whitetails, and you have to get over 700 classic points. So there's that taking part. There's also competitions So you've got a lot of fun. And this week I'm hunting only on Classic, right? So I'm celebrating this week with a Classics Day event. We're just hunting on Classic all week. So all you're going to have is videos from me. So I'm doing 3 videos for the Hunter Classic this week. And I hope you enjoy them. It's nice to jump on Classic, spend a lot of time on it. And I'm really enjoying it. Right, will this sika deer make it? Yes, it will, and it's an absolute monster. It's a shame I'm not on my live because he'd probably get taxed. So there's Doc. He's happy with me. That's the first objective done. Like I said, that still took me a few hours to do that. As you can see, we're going to zoom in close while I got it in trophy shot mode just to show you what I mean about the rack on sika deer, so you understand what kind of rack you're looking for. As you can see, it's sort of like a diamond shape in the middle. So that's what you're kind of looking for on the sika deer. Anything that's got a rack like that, it should complete the objective. It should be 80 or above, really, if you get that. Like you've just seen, that is absolutely a really big sika deer, and I'm really pleased with that. But yeah, I had a 70 first, I think it was a 75, a 78, and then we just had that one, 107, which is a really nice one. Right, on to the second objective. For the second objective, we've got to harvest a male axis deer scoring more than 170. We're at Bush Rangers Run. I'm going to show you first where to go hunt them. I often have a lot of luck right where we're starting, right in the middle outpost, starting here, and you do get a lot of axis deer just around this location, but I'll draw you a little basic map to help you out. I do make a lot of guides, so if you want to see any guides for the Hunter Classic, let me know in the comments. If I haven't already done them, I'll make them for you if enough people want them. So we've got to get an axis deer over 170. That's what we're trying for today. So we want a male. This is where we're going to be starting, right in the middle of Bush Rangers Run. I'm just going to draw you a rough map of where to check out. There's other spots, but this is a rough area. If you do this a few times, you might get lucky, get a nice male. Like I said, right where the outpost is in the middle, there's quite a few males around there, and you never know. First one you might see, you might get, but you might have to try a few times. But just check out all this area in pink, and good luck. I hope you get one. So let's go over what we're doing for the Hunter Classic this week. So first of all, this is Wednesday. We're going to be doing Hunter Classic Classics Day event. First part, so I'm going to be doing it in 2 parts. So the first part will go out Wednesday. You'll see that because it's quite a long objective. So I'm doing it all the Classics Day event and finishing it. So that's going to be the first video we're doing now. On Friday, we're going to be doing part 2 of it to complete it. And on Sunday, we're going to be doing whitetail hunting to help people out taking part in the event for Classics Day on the whitetail side of it. So I hope they all help you out. I'm giving tips on where to hunt, showing you all the locations and completing the missions as I do it, and also taking part in the Classics Day event for the whitetail. So lots of videos going out there, and I hope you enjoy them. Right, over here we've got a really nice axis deer. I've just spotted him at the corner of my eye. He has called me, so we're just going to see if we get another call again. There were some females there, and there was 2 males. Now, one of the males looks really nice, but he's right behind the rocks, and not really an ideal advantage, but the big male has come out on the left-hand side, so I'm going to take a really long shot, and we've dropped him. He looks nice as well, so I think this is well over what we need, so I'm really happy about that. We need an axis deer over 170. What a setting in the background. Bush Rangers Run, I don't think it gets the accolade it should do. It's a really nice reserve, but it's not one of the most popular reserves in Classic, but it's a lot of fun. So will he make it? Let's have a look at the antlers. Ooh, I think we might be close. I think we might be there with this one. What's he going to score? Nice clean shot. 179. Yes, we got him. We got him. So that's the axis deer part done. Right, next, after we've done a trophy shot, there's Doc telling me I've done it. We're going to harvest a male mule deer scoring more than 150. That's not too hard. We could go to Loggers Points to do it. We could go to Timber Gold. I think I'm going to go to Timber Gold and hunt the mule deer there. And hopefully we can get a nice mule deer. I might try and take this one with a bow. When I get a chance, I'm going to take some of the animals for the objectives with the bow. I prefer to hunt with a bow over rifles, to be honest. It's just whether it suits or the situation sort of works at. Sometimes you get females flanking you or animals you don't hear, and then they come, and it's a decision. Do you shoot it with a rifle? Do you shoot it with a bow? Sometimes you've got to make your mind up fast. So if we can, I might take it with a bow. We'll definitely take some of the objectives with a bow during this Classics Day event mission. Right, so here we are at Timber Gold. It's time to get that mule deer. We're going to get one more than 150, which isn't too hard. I'm going to show you the locations now. As I said before, start between 9 AM to 11. It's really up to you. And go to these locations I'm going to show you. Got the 300 on, got the snake bite bow. Hopefully we'll find a nice muley. Mule deer are one of my favourite classic species to hunt. They always have been. Over the years, I've been hunting 15 years in Hunter Classic. I have spent a lot of time hunting for massive mule deer. I've done a lot of guides on them, done a lot of videos on mule deer, and they're one of my favourites. Let me know in the Hunter Classic what your favourite 3 animals are. I think mine goes like this. Probably mule deer, roseback elk, and white-tailed deer. Those 3 are probably my 3 favourite species in Hunter Classic. Let me know in the comments yours. So this is the rough location we're going to be hunting today. You can get them in other locations, but this sort of area is really prime territory. You don't need a tent. You can just walk down the road, go to this location in pink. Or you can put tents on some of those ponds in the middle, which are really good hotspots for mule deer. I do have a detailed mule deer guide if you want a more detailed one on my channel. Check that out. You can check it out on YouTube, mule deer guide for Timber Gold trails, and very detailed, and it shows you where all my tree stands are, my tents. On this, I'm on a beta server basically at the moment, so I haven't got all my tents set up and everything, so I've got to do it on foot, apart from a few locations which I have set up, but it's not the same as live for me, and I ain't got my tent set up. Right, so I can't believe it. We've had no look at all my favourite ponds. I've just seen a reasonable mule deer. I started calling it, seen it wasn't big enough, it's right on my right. Then I've seen a really big Rocky Mountain elk. So this isn't part of the objective, but I'm not going to turn down this Rocky Mountain elk. The problem is I've got elks all around me. I've got grizzly bears right next to me. I might try and take this mule deer out with a bow because I don't want to spook. I've got to drop it on the spot if we do this. I don't want to spook the Rocky Mountain elk, which is a really good example. And I can't shoot any of these with a rifle. I've got grizzly bears right on my left. They're all around me. And the one animal I want is over the river. And if I shoot anything but a bow, even a bow might spook it. And I don't want to do that. Oh, he's there, right. He's got the tines on the back of the rack as well. So he's going to score pretty high. So I'm just hoping we don't get eaten by a grizzly bear, or the mule deer doesn't spook and run that way and spook him. So look, we've got a grizzly bear there, there's one on my left, there's a mule deer behind me, there's one on my right, and we've got Rocky Mountain elk, he's down, right. No need to panic now. Everything running around now. This is one of the things in Hunter Classic. This isn't part of the objective. I'd just seen this Rocky Mountain elk and I thought, that's a nice one. We're taking that one out. The objective can wait a minute. Everything's running around now in chaos. But I do love Rocky Mountain elk. I've made quite a few videos on them. I've made guides on them as well. I do like bow hunting them at one of my favourite ponds. You get quite a few big ones, walk straight under it, and it's brilliant calling them in. I seen him and I thought, screw the mule deer for now. Take out the big Rocky Mountain elk, and then we'll get back to the objective. Right, what's he going to score? So what's he going to score? He scores 378. I thought he might score a bit more than that. I was hoping for a 400, but it's still a nice example. And look at that setting. Got the mountains in the back. Timber Gold is such a beautiful reserve. Big racked Rocky Mountain elk. What can you say? You wouldn't turn that down, would you? Would you carry on with the mission, or would you shoot that? Let me know in the comments. You'd definitely take that down, wouldn't you? And leave the mule deer for a minute. It's a beautiful example of Rocky Mountain elk. And we'll take a trophy shot and we'll get back to the objective, which is getting a mule deer of 150. Right. So there's a trophy shot done. Let's get back to hunting. Oh, what we got here? There's animals all around me at the minute. I thought it was a grizzly bear. I haven't been attacked by one for quite a while. So I'm kind of expecting it. Right. So, we finally found a reasonable mule deer that could do the objective. I think it'll definitely be over. And it's only on himself, actually. They're normally in groups. We call them, for many years, the veterans call them the brothers, because they're often in groups of 3 or 5, and you often have like a lead mule there. And when you get like big, decent ones in the pack, the biggest one is normally really big. There can be small ones as well in like a group of 5, but sometimes you get like big ones and all the group, and then the leader of the brothers is really big. I've had him like 230s, 240s sometimes as a leader, but you do get him like singular, like we're looking at now, and I'm just waiting for him to call him. I want to take him with a bow, but behind me I've got a big group of females, and I've been calling, so they may be coming behind me, and I'm hoping they don't, because if we do get him up close, I'm going to try and take him with a snakebite bow. Let me know in the comments which is your favourite bow. What bow do you use? Do you like the snakebite? Do you like the python? Whichever bow you like, let me know in the comments your favourite bow in the Hunter Classic. Would you like any new bows? Would you like those added? Is there anything new you'd like added, period? Any new maps? Drop that in the comments. I like to hear. You never know, the devs could be reading the comments and thinking, that's a good idea, that could happen. I always say this, drop it in the comments. Any ideas you've got for the Hunter Classic, what you'd like in the future. It's 15-year-old. And it still gets updates, regular content added. So don't think it's not happening. Things can happen. And like I say, it's just a case of putting the comments in, hoping it happens. And good luck, a good idea. You never know, that might happen in the future. I wanted to take him with a bow, but there's definitely something behind me. I don't know what it is. I just had a feeling it was going to come and spook that mule deer. We've not been that lucky, actually. I've only seen like a couple that's been sort of close. And this is the first decent one I've seen. So I thought I'd take him out and then we can continue with the mission. Took him out with a 300. 300 is like the best overall rifle in the Hunter Classic, in my opinion. But it might not be yours. You can let me know in the comments what your favourite rifle is in the Hunter Classic. But for me, the 300 takes some beating. As you can see, that's a pretty nice mule deer. He's not a monster, but he's definitely going to be more than 150, that's for sure. Nice heart shot, and he scores 186, so that's definitely done the objective. So that's the first 3 of the Classics Day 2024 mission done, called Hangman. So the next video, part 2, will feature completing the 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. The 7th we'll have to learn what that is once we've completed the other 3, or find out what the secret is, which hopefully we'll find out by the 7th, and we'll find out what animal we're hunting for that. That'll go out Friday. So, we've been taking part in Classics Day for the Hunter Classic. It runs from the 24th of April to the 30th of April, so you've got plenty of time to take part. Hope you enjoyed the video. Second part will be Friday, and we've also got a video on Sunday. So lots of content for the Hunter Classic on the way. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Ron McTube. Please subscribe to YouTube channels, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.